Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to paint white marble without using an airbrush. For this I'll be using Vallejo's range of colors: dark sea gray, light gray, black, and a dark brown. This one is black brown. I will also use ivory and white gray. Using a ping pong ball as a demonstration, I will use two types of brushes. One thick, flaky one and another nice pointy one. A piece of food plastic, and as you can see, I've already used this one. A chunk of sponge. After priming the ping pong ball, I'm gonna do a mixture of black and light gray to darken the gray up. I applied one even coat all around and let it dry. Using the chunk of sponge, I'm going to apply the light gray without mixing it straight onto the piece for a different texture and a different tone of gray. This will add to the illusion of marble later on. Dabbing the sponge at random all around without covering too much. Next step, we'll use the ivory color, or if you don't have an ivory color, is any paint that's cream, has like an off-white to it. We're gonna paint sections at a time, and while the paint is still wet, we're gonna take the piece of food plastic, put it on there, wrinkle it and move it around, and then take it off. A couple of tips when doing this: feel free to wrinkle the plastic enough so that you could get nice patterns. And if you're working on a larger area, let's say some pillars or a floor, do small sections at a time so that you could take advantage of the paint being wet. Because I'm using a ball, my piece right now looks like a cool planet, but that's okay because now we're gonna add more layers to build up that marble effect. Going straight back with the ivory color, I'm gonna go and just paint patches, some just organic patterns. And you notice here how I'm using the brush. I'm just organically applying those colors to try to produce a very similar texture to what marble looks like when it's nice and polished. Now with a very thin black brown, I'm going to add little patches of this color all around. Before I did this, I searched up white marble and I saw different types of marble, and one that struck me was the one I'm trying to mimic here, which had like little brown spots and somewhat black speckles. And I like that one because it broke away from all the whites and grays that the marble had, and it's a really nice finish once you blend everything together, it's gonna look good. So that's what I'm here showing you guys. Just thin the paint really well, and then go back with your brush damped in water and blend in or smooth in that brown, because you don't want it to be too harsh. Using the white gray, I'm gonna give it a wash. So I'm gonna dilute this very transparent, and this will allow me to unify all these colors and produce that pale look that marble usually have, at least the white marble that we're trying to replicate here. Using straight white, I'm gonna apply very subtle touches here and there all around the piece. Not too much because we don't want to overdo it, but just to give it more texture and more variation to show different layers of this material. Using the piece of sponge with white, I'm going to gently apply it everywhere. This is sort of mimicking the marble grains that the stones usually have, and just like the previous application, we don't want to do too much of this, but just very subtle touches at random, just for that extra flair. With the same thin down white gray, and if you don't have that color, you could just use straight up white as long as you thin it down. Unify all those colors once again, add a gloss or a satin varnish if you like, and you're done. After everything is completed, this is what it looks like. I am very happy and satisfied with the results, and it looks very convincing. Here's an armor plate I did and added some gold just to show you how it looks like with different colors, and it looks really good. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for watching.